GETTYNorth Korea latest Kim will not flinch over nuclear program, and Pyongyang's permanent representative to the United Nations said the United States and Donald Trump should take the lead in rolling back nuclear doctrines of aggressive nature such as preemptive strike. The report from state-sponsored news agency KCNA claimed the U.S. was solely responsible for the war of words with North Korea and suggested America should be first to dismantle its own nuclear arsenal. But it also warned North Korea would not flinch an inch from continuing to bolster its own nuclear weapons development program should the U.S. continue with what Pyongyang perceives to be a hostile policy. The report read, to all intents and purposes, the nuclear issue on the Korean peninsula was spawned and developed into the present phase today because of the U.S., and, accordingly, the blame for it is entirely on the U.S. North Korea despot Kim Jong-un continues to ramp up World War III FARS. The DPRK will neither put the nukes and ballistic rockets on negotiating table in any case, nor flinch even an inch from the road to bolstering up the nuclear forces chosen by itself, unless the U.S. hostile policy and nuclear threat to the DPRK are fundamentally eliminated. Should the U.S. ignore the repeated warnings and pounce upon the DPRK with military force at last, the DPRK will inflict severe punishment with its power of self-reliance and self-development. It has so far consolidated. The KCNA went on to accuse the U.S. of exaggerating the potential conflict between Washington and Pyongyang, suggesting its push for tougher sanctions was disguising the issue as one between the DPRK and UN, rather than with the USA. And it added the US is the one and only country in this world that massacred hundreds of thousands of innocent civilians by using nuclear weapons in the real war. August 9, 2017. No other country in this world has been exposed to the U.S. nuclear threat for a long time, directly with intensity as much as the DPRK. Today's stark warning comes amid claims North Korea foiled an assassination plot on Kim Jong-un's life from the United States. In another report from KCNA, North Korea said Pyongyang remained committed to fighting terrorism. But it added the main reason international terrorism is not yet annihilated was because of U.S. interference, as KCNA claimed it foiled a Uzbek attempt to depose Kim earlier this year. The report read, in May this year, a group of heinous terrorists who infiltrated into our country on the orders of the Central Intelligence Agency CIA of the U.S. and the South Korean Puppet Intelligence Service with the purpose of carrying out a state-sponsored terrorism against our supreme headquarters using biological and chemical substance were caught and exposed. This palpably shows the true nature of the U.S. as the main culprit behind terrorism. Today, the U.S. President Donald Trump also further ramped up fears World War III could break out as he tweeted, "Presidents and their administrations have been talking to North Korea for 25 years. Agreements made and massive amounts of money paid hasn't worked. Agreements violated before the ink was dry, making fools of U.S. negotiators. Sorry, but only one thing will work.